dual air chambers center movement control. Freedom. Introducing Sleep Number bed with sleep IQ technology. It tracks your sleep and tells you.
I've got the spindle here to put back in the van. I'm going to go ahead and put this ABS sensor screw back in it. And this other hanger screw for the wiring. Take a rag and wipe these holes out. The beveled hole and this alignment bushing hole. And get all the debris out of there. Make sure that these pins are nice and clean, dirt free. Check your lower ball joint hole, make sure it's not got any shiny spots in it. And that it's good and not oblong. If it's oblong, it'll need a new I-beam. Do not stick a new ball joint if this hole is oval shaped or out. It could shear it off. The hole should be shaped just like this ball joint, cone shape. Stick the new spindle up in there. The holes are clean. The new ball joint is clean. Pins are clean. And put the nut down on there. You might turn your quarter pin hole forward so you can get access to it when you get the nut tightened down. Okay, the nut's in there. I'm going to drop this sleeve in the top. With the factory alignment notch with the pinch bolt. And once it's down far enough for the bolt to pass through, the slot that's in it, you're in business. First, tighten the lower ball joint nut to 35 foot-pounds, then tap the upper bushing down and tighten the pinch bolt down. This lower ball joint nut tightens to 110 to 150 foot-pounds. This pinch bolt tightens to 64 to 88 foot-pounds. Once your bolts are tightened down, insert a new quarter pin into the castling nut. Put about 4 pumps of grease into this zerk fitting on the lower ball joint. Alright, that spindle moves good now. It's nice and fluid. No hang up. I can move it with one finger. It's still got some resistance, but not sticky. Before it was just stick. And the farther it went this way, the harder it got. And it's nice. I've elected to go with just 2 new rotors and new bearings, new seals. Hand pack the bearings full of grease. Okay, the procedure for setting in new wheel bearings and races with rotor. rotate the rotor clockwise and tighten this nut to 29.5 foot-pounds and loosen the nut 2 turns. Then rotate counterclockwise and tighten to 24 foot-pounds, loosen the nut, and then final tighten to 17 inch-pounds. Once your nut and your quarter pins installed, install your grease cap. Use a screwdriver to knock the sides. Shouldn't hit it in the center unless you're using a rubber mallet, so you don't dent this and it gets in the spindle. Go ahead and stick your caliper brake pads on. Plug your ABS, snap it back in. If you took it off with it, snap it back into its holders and clip it back onto the harness. The tie rod end, cast on nut, tightens down to 57 to 75 foot-pounds. When you're tightening these ball joints down, under no circumstance are you to back the nut up to get the quarter pin aligned. Torque them down to the lowest setting first, and then continue on to the next slot to put the quarter pin in. Backing them off will cause them to come loose and waller the hole out, cause an accident. The caliper bolts tighten down to 22 to 26 foot-pounds. The wheel lug nuts tighten down to 74 to 133 foot-pounds. Went ahead and replaced the passenger side outer tie rod end and the drag link. The torque specs on the drag link are the same as the outer tie rod end, 56 to 84 foot-pounds. The adjusting sleeve nuts tighten down to 30 to 42 foot-pounds, and threads should point to the rear of the vehicle on the passenger side, and on the driver's side they point to the front.